So what are all the parts of a business? I think having an overall view of what a business looks like is fundamental if you plan to run a business, regardless of what kind of business you're running. So I created this diagram based on my research, on my experience of what makes up an entire business. And it's actually quite interesting to see all the moving parts in just a single diagram. So let's start. First, you have a company. Well, that's your company. And then you got customers. You're going to do something that the customers hopefully want so you can make some money, right? Perfect. So everything starts with an idea. One person or two people get together. They think, oh, maybe the market would like this. Then you validate it. And, well, the first thing you have to do is, well, put the founding team together. The founders are going to figure out how to produce the product or the service. They're gonna ship that product out there into the world. They're gonna sell it to customers. Customers will see value in it, and when they see value, they will pay for it, and your company makes money. And this is kind of like the super basic simple of how a company works. An idea, a product that gives value, and customers that pay for the value. And as long as you're providing value, you keep making money. And as long as you make more money than you spend creating that product, then you're in business, literally. Now, but this is just the beginning. There are a lot more moving parts as you're going to about to see. All right. So, how do you get customers? They need to find that you exist. And that is the role of marketing, right? So you have to hire marketing people in order to do marketing things. So people are like, yeah, you exist. This is what we do. And there's all these marketing channels we're going to talk about in order to attract customers. Now, once you attract those customers, they're going to be interested. You created attention. They're curious about your product, but you're going to have to convert them into paying customers. And that's the role of the sales department. There you go. Another set of people whose main job is to, once you've attracted those people, is to take them to the next level, is to close those leads that have been generated by marketing into paying customers. Fantastic. But now you're making money. So somebody's going to have to account for all that money, and that's the accounting department. The accounting department is not just going to deal with the money that comes in, but with the money that comes out. So lots of numbers that need to be added. Therefore, you need people and systems that take care of all of that. But there's more. Then, if you start growing, you need to hire talented people. So you go out there and you have a hiring team, an HR department that is going to seek out talent. It's going to seek it out. Where is the best talent to make our company grow in the best possible way? And then they bring them together, and once they lure them into joining your amazing company, they become employees. And some of them stay out of your company and they're contractors. But let's just say that typically a lot of them will become employees in the traditional business model. Fantastic. Are we done? No. The thing is that as a company starts growing, there's more layers of people and departments. So let's just take a quick look at how that looks like. Well, another thing you're going to need for sure is you're building products, are resources. It could be raw materials. You're going to need also equipment, computers. You're going to need the coffee machine. You're going to need facilities. You're going to need all those things that you need in order to build the actual product and to make sure that people are working in a nice environment. You have to pay for them. All those resources are very important. Now, once you start having all those resources and people, you need systems to coordinate them. Systems that allow you to coordinate, manage all the different departments, communications, and also automate a lot of the tasks so you can grow and have everything under control. And who takes care of these systems? Because the larger you grow, the more complex they get. You need people that are really good in information technology or that know how to build and maintain the system. So you're going to need an IT department. But you're not done yet. Now you're gonna need managers, because once you start having several people in each department, somebody has to be responsible for that department, and those are the managers. The managers deal with the department, but they also communicate what's happening within that department with the founders, with the executive team. And next, there's more. You're gonna need departments within the accounting department. The accounts receivable, which takes care of all the money that gets paid to you, and the accounts payable, which is all the bills that you have to pay, right? And you also will need payroll as well, pay your employees. What else there is? Well, how about customer service? Once you start having a lot of customers, you have to make sure that they're happy, and they'll have inquiries, and they'll have complaints, and somebody has to answer those. That's the customer service department. But we're not done, there's more. You also have the quality assurance department. Once you start shipping products, you want to make sure that they are fantastic, that they're flawless. So before they leave, you need a group of people that tests those products, that make sure that they're fantastic. So there you go, another department. And then you also probably need a shipping department, especially if you're shipping physical products. And how about a research and development department? You want to stay at the edge of your industry, and for that you have to keep researching and developing new technologies to stay ahead, to stay on the edge. So you need a department that looks into the future, tries to predict what's going to happen, and invents it today. You also need a business development team. Why? Because there are other opportunities out there that you could look into, partnerships, synergies between other companies. Those people are there looking for all these opportunities. And then let's say that you find a company that could be fantastic for your overall strategy, but you could either replicate what they do, which could be maybe very expensive, or you could just acquire them and they become part of your team. And maybe all these smart people, you do two things. You buy their technology, and then you get those people that invented that technology to work for you in the same direction. That's fantastic. So you need a team that acquires companies, and that's called the mergers and acquisitions department. As you can see, the overall business diagram of a company, and obviously it gets more complex as you grow. This will be like a multi-million-dollar company at this stage. It gets pretty complex, hundreds of people working, lots of systems interacting. But in essence, all companies have a subset of these departments and moving parts. Now, to me, this is interesting because look at where all you're spending money. You're spending money everywhere. In marketing, sales, accounting, hiring, production, employees, in resources, and hiring talent. And literally, you're making money basically on the customer side. You gotta make sure that everything that you spend money in accounts to less than you're making. That way you have a profitable company. Anyways, this is too effing complicated. If you want to run a one-person business, a Blizz, you can have something like this, but simpler. And I'm going to show you how now. Hey, did you enjoy this video? If you want to see more like this, just subscribe here. If you want a free gift, click here. Yeah. Which one is going to be the one?